So welcome to Kerry Jobs Fair. So we're here today at the Kerry Jobs Fair in the Rose Hotel, and this event has been coordinated by Lisa O'Flaherty from the Moving On programme, and Lisa is my colleague. I also coordinate the Moving On programme with Lisa. So we've been working with our colleagues in the SICAP programme in NEWKD and also with Tralee Chamber. So the Moving On programme itself is funded by the Irish Government and the European Social Fund, specifically under the PEL programme, which is the Programme for Employability, Inclusion and Learning. And we're really excited to have this day today. When we put the idea out there, 30 employers came straight back to us saying they wanted to be involved in today. And those employers have hundreds of jobs on offer here today. So it's really, really exciting. And we also decided that it would be good to put this webinar together to introduce you to the different employers in Kerry, because we've really been blown away by the number of opportunities that are available in Kerry. So we really hope you enjoy this short introduction to a variety of employers here in Kerry, and who knows, hopefully soon we'll get to do it all again. But it's going to be a great day. So you're very welcome. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Thank you very much. I'm delighted to be here today. My name is Fiona O'Carroll. I'm HR Director for Kerry Dairy Ireland, part of the Kerry Group worldwide.
Fantastic. So tell me, for people who don't know what Kerry do, how would you describe it?
Well, I suppose the Kerry Group is the world's leading nutrition company. And Kerry Dairy Ireland, which is the group part that I'm attached to, we basically, some of our plants process milk and then turn them into nutritional ingredients. And then we have some dairy consumer foods sites where we make products such as the world famous, or the UK and Ireland famous cheese strings, Lolo spreads, Attack a Snack, a variety of different food products, all for sale in large retailers like Tesco, Dunnes, etc.
Fantastic. And tell me, Fiona, like on an ongoing basis, what kind of skills are you looking for when you're looking for
so
staff?
I suppose we've a broad range of roles open at the moment. We're constantly looking for people. In our factories, for example, we'd be looking for manufacturing operators. We're looking for engineering managers, supply chain coordinators, supply chain specialists. It's across the whole gambit, really. Finance. They're the main areas at the moment. And
are there any particular skills that you're finding hard to fill, or?
We're finding hard to get supply chain people at the moment, yeah, definitely, and engineering. Engineering is key. We've a very key role in our Charleville site at the moment for engineering manager.
So tell me, if somebody was interested in working with Kerry, how would they get in contact?
So all our recruitment is done centrally. It's not done by site. We have a central team that work on them, and it's jobs.kerry.com where people will apply. All our open roles are up there at the moment.
Tell me, why is Kerry a good place for people to come to work?
Well, like I said earlier, we're the world's leading nutrition company, and we operate globally. So we have fantastic opportunities for people who wish to progress their careers, not just in Ireland, but across the globe as well.
So you're very welcome here today. Would you mind introducing yourself?
Yeah, no problem. I'm Kerry Moynihan. I'm the commercial manager for Promed, and we're based in Killorglin.
So tell me, what do Promed do?
So Promed is a medical distribution company. So we deal predominantly with GPs and pharmacies and commercial businesses based in the medical sector throughout Ireland.
Okay, and what do you provide to them? What kind of service do you provide?
Everything really, from their day-to-day items to their equipment, to their integration, their computer needs, and we have a service team that wraps the whole package together.
Fantastic. And tell me, what kind of staff are you looking for? What kind of skills are you looking for?
So basically we are multi-skilled across the business. At the moment we've got vacancies in the sales area and sales and customer service area, and it's phone-based sales. I suppose dealing with the customers in the practices, and they're obviously very busy. So it's lovely. They're a lovely customer base.
Fantastic. And tell me, if somebody was watching this and thinking about coming to work for Promed, why would anyone want to work for Promed? Can you tell me what's the...
Yeah, I suppose Promed prides itself on its culture, and we have a lovely family in Promed, and we would be great places to work winners over a number of years, and this year we would have been placed in the top 10 in Ireland again in the small companies to work.
And when you say small companies, what scale, what size are we talking about?
So there's 35 of us currently in Promed, and the small companies is 1 to 50 employees. So as I said, a nice family culture, and we all help each other out.
So I suppose, yeah, can you tell us a little bit about sort of, flexible options for people if they wanted to work for Promed?
So I suppose really the team is, we're dependent on our team in Promed, so we do have flexible options. And since the pandemic, I suppose we do have a level of hybrid working. So our sales team will currently be spending somewhere around 2 days in the office and 3 days working remotely. And that's moving back from working 5 days remotely during the pandemic times.
Fantastic. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
No, just I suppose anybody that's interested, we'd be delighted to get CVs and they can be sent to hr@promed.ie.
I'm Patricia Walsh and we're Walsh Colour Print based in Castleisland here in County Kerry. We have a staff of 126 people and basically we're a trade printing company. So what that means is that most of the printing we do are for other printing companies. So people would send in their files ready to print and we would print them.
Okay, and tell me, what kind of staff or what kind of skills are you looking for at the moment?
At the moment we're looking for skilled staff for a lot of our high-tech machinery, the likes of folding machines, folder gluers, die cutting machines, printing presses, all of those skills. We have a lot of different nationalities working in the company. We've Eastern Europeans, Filipinos, Irish, English, we've a lot of staff, really different cultures.
So fantastic, so a diverse place to work.
It is a diverse place to work,
Right.
Indeed.
And tell me, if people were interested in finding out about jobs in Walsh Colour Print, how would they do that?
Well, we have a website, walshcolourprint.com, so they can go on there and leave their CV, or we have a direct email, careers@walshcolourprint.com.
And if people were looking at this and trying to think, well, why would I work for Walsh Colour Print? Why would you think it's a good place to work?
I think there is a diverse number of people there and coming from all different cultures, and they all seem to get on very well. It's a family run business, so there's still that close connect with there isn't a separation between management and staff. There's that close connect where everybody seems to work together and it works out well.
So what does Athena Analytics do?
So we're a new enough company. We're just nearly 5 years in business, and we do software for secondary schools, uses machine learning to help students to understand and achieve their own potential. That's what the software does.
Fantastic. And tell us, in terms of you looking for staff or looking for skills, what kind of people are you looking for?
Well, we have two different groups, we'll say, in the business. We have a group that deals with the customers, so the schools, and then we have the tech roles. So our tech stack is Ruby on Rails. So they'd be the type of developers that we're looking for. And then all other types of developer jobs like QA or project managers. So tech roles and customer roles.
Ruby on Rails?
Ruby on Rails.
Ruby on Rails is?
It's a type of tech stack. That's what the software is built with.
Fantastic. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And tell me, is there, if people were watching this and they're thinking, oh, why would I work for your company? Why is it a good place to work?
Well, I suppose we're a new company, there's just 15 of us in the business. It's growing all the time. There's a nice culture that's still being created all the time. And, we have a lot of remote workers, so it's flexible and it's a nice place to work, I think. So
fantastic. And how would people contact you if they were interested in working for you?
So the best thing probably is to email info@athena.ie and just, you could ask about roles or you could just send in your CV and we'll get back to you that way. Yeah.
Yes, hi, my name is Breach Fallon. I'm working in the HR department of Liebherr Container Cranes in Killarney.
Fantastic. Tell us, what do Liebherr do?
Liebherr have been manufacturing cranes in Killarney since 1958. So it's a very well-established business. We have approximately maybe 800 employees on site across the manufacturing and the business section of the business. Yeah, so it's great.
And then globally, it's a huge company as well.
Globally, yeah, it's a family-run business owned by the Liebherr family. And they have over 40,000 employees worldwide across various divisions.
And tell me, what type of staff or skills are you looking for in terms of recruitment?
Well, we have a wide range of roles. So in the manufacturing side of the business, we require fitters, we require welders, and then in the office-based roles, we require automation engineers, application automation engineers. There's mechanical designers, IT analysts ERP roles. We have purchasing departments, purchasing roles, and I'm going to forget some now. There's project engineers, service engineers, and sales engineers.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so
and
a lot.
And a lot of those roles are being filled on an ongoing basis.
Yes, yeah.
If somebody's interested in working with Liebherr, how would they find out about the jobs?
They can go to the Liebherr website, so liebherr.com, and then go to the job vacancies. All the roles will be advertised there with the different HR person that's responsible for that. Their details will be there. And also, if they have difficulty with that, they can call up the main Liebherr phone line and they'll get directed to the HR department.
That is fantastic. Yeah. And tell me, if someone was looking at this and thinking, well, why would I work for Liebherr? Why would you say that Liebherr is a good company to work for?
I think there's not many businesses that are that large with over 40,000 employees around the world that are actually family owned by the Liebherr family themselves. So that's quite a massive attraction, and it's just a unique place to work. It's fantastic. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You.
That's If you wouldn't mind introducing yourself, please.
Of course. So my name is Mark Doyle and I work in the HR team in Fexco. So I suppose Fexco is primarily a financial technology based and services company. We're based in Killorglin. We have offices in Killorglin and in Cahersiveen. So I suppose we are recruiting for a number of different roles. I suppose primarily we are looking for customer service advisors, both working on site in our offices in Killorglin or in Cahersiveen, and also remotely working from home. I suppose for those roles we are looking for a strong attention to detail, customer service, I suppose good written and verbal English and communication. And I suppose we are recruiting for other roles within the financial services sector, so for example financial accountants and things like that.
Fantastic. And if people are interested in working, how do they find out about these roles?
Yeah, so we advertise all our open vacancies on www.fexco.com/careers. But I suppose if you are interested in looking for a little bit more information, do check out our website, fexco.com, or you can send a mail to the careers at fexco.com mailbox.
Fantastic. And why would somebody come to work for Fexco? What makes it a good place to work?
So Fexco is a great place to work. It's very family orientated. There's, I suppose, great wellbeing programs that you can get involved in. We've key speakers and initiatives throughout the year. It's a really fun place to work, really up and coming, exciting place to work as well. So there's loads of opportunity for development.
Thank you. That's great.
No
Thanks,
problem.
Mark. So, would you like to introduce yourself to us?
So I'm Siobhan Rivas-Mai. I work as I'm a director in PSC Accountancy and Advisors, which is an accountancy practice who looks after people, their businesses, and the revenue, all compliance with revenue to make sure that they can grow their business.
Fantastic. What scale of a company are we talking about?
We've 3 offices with 50 employees. We're based here in Kerry, 2 offices in Kerry, 1 in Killorglin, 1 in Tralee, and 1 office in Limerick, and a sub-office in Cahersiveen as well.
Fantastic. And tell me, when you're recruiting staff, what kind of skills are you looking for?
I suppose we're recruiting people, first of all, that have good values. That's the first and foremost. Good people, hard-working, and have good values to look after the client. That is the first and foremost. Then we can, if they don't have skills, we can train them. We take on graduates, we take on co-op programs, we take on people that don't have experience, but we can bring them in under a buddy system and look after them. Equally, if we're recruiting at a different level, so we have administration, we have bookkeeping, we have financial accountants, we have tax advisors, we have there's a large skill set. But the higher you go, then we look for qualifications, maybe an accounting technician, maybe, even doing accountancy in the leaving cert or that, and you can follow a program without going to college. We look after those people as well if we have the positions, do you understand? And then as you go higher, obviously we're probably looking for degrees and, tax exams, that kind of stuff. But if somebody has a knowledge, and even go back to your leaving cert accounting and, doing a balance sheet and getting, reconciling a bank rec, that's the foundation. And for me, once somebody has a foundation, a solid foundation with good values, we can build them up.
Tell me, when you talk about values, what are you looking for?
just honesty, warmness. If I'm speaking to a client, you know, it's my business. I want their interests are my interests. You know, I want them to excel and to flourish and to, you know, take the stress of the finances away. Let us worry about that and let them, you know, build their future as, you know, totally, even from their family. So we look at everything, you know, we look at where they're going, where they want to go. We look at pensions and investments and, you know, at the same time keeping them compliant so that they can sleep, you know.
Fantastic. Yeah. And tell me, if somebody wanted to work for you, how would they contact the organisation?
Through email, I think, is the best, at srivasmy@psc.ie. All our contact numbers and details are up on our website, www.psc.ie. We're going online with a lot of our products in terms of digitalising what we do in terms of the accounting. We're trying to, you know, look at the carbon footprint as well. So there's huge opportunity, there's huge change, there's huge flexibility. We don't do overtime, we're work-life balance, we're family orientated. You know, everybody who works for us, we're a team, you know, and equally, if we're a team, we're a team with the client, you know, so people are extremely important to me and our company.
So my name is Gina Jones and I'm Head of HR with the Ballyseedy Home and Garden Group, and I've just recently joined as they're expanding. It's a very exciting time. Lots of career opportunities and progression within the group, both within and externally. So we're looking for lots of new talent at the moment, and that's why we're here today at the Kerry Jobs Fair 2022.
So tell me, for someone who wouldn't know what Ballyseedy does, what does Ballyseedy do?
It's an Irish-owned business. It's one of Ireland's largest home and garden centre, and it has beautiful artisan foods available as well in Ballyseedy Cafe, which are available across a couple of sites now in Ireland, both in Cork, Limerick and Kerry.
And tell me, what kind of roles are you recruiting for?
So we're recruiting a range of roles that goes from retail, our retail side, horticulturist roles, and then chef de partie, kitchen porters, and food production operatives, front of house staff as well. So it ranges. We have a new food production facility as well that we're opening, and we're looking for skilled workers in that industry as well. So food production manager, distribution and drivers as well. So there's a range of roles.
And if somebody's interested, how do they find out about these jobs?
So they can log on to ballyseedy.ie and click on careers, or they can email jobs@ballyseedy.ie for more information.
So my name is Ian O'Sullivan. We have a company named O'Sullivan Bathroom Renovations. We're based locally here in Tralee, and we cover all of Kerry, Limerick, Cork and Munster.
Fantastic. Yeah. And so do you want to say a little bit about what you do?
Yeah, so what we do full bathroom renovations. So we'll go into a private house or a company or a business or a school. We'll take out the old bathroom and we take care of everything then from design right through to the bathroom when it's finished. So any labour, so plumbing, tiling, carpentry, electrics, everything that goes with it. We'll supply the tiles, we'll supply the bathroom ware, and we also help with the actual design of the room itself.
Brilliant. And roughly how many employees do you have?
So at the moment I think we're at about 23 employees. We also have an office in Kildare, covering Kildare, Dublin and the surrounding areas also. You know.
Okay, and an office in Tralee too?
An office in Tralee, we're in Liebherr house in Mona Valley, yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And tell me, you're looking for staff, so what kind of staff and what kind of skills are you looking for? Yeah,
so what we'd be looking for is any tradespersons that would be looking, so plumbers, tilers, carpenters, and also anybody with industry knowledge, so construction experience, but anybody that's also willing to learn. We'll also provide training.
Fantastic. And if somebody is interested in working with you, how will they find out where the jobs are?
Yeah, look, the best thing I suppose is to contact us via email and we'll pick it up in the office. Our email address for that would be info@iosbs.com. But also they can feel free to ring me directly. My number is 087 465 9871 and I'll talk directly to anybody.
That is fantastic. So tell me, if I'm looking at this company and I'm thinking, why should I work for you?
Look, yeah, I think we have a great feel to the company. I think retention is a big thing for us, and retention of staff. The company was set up about 7 years ago. and I have still people that work with me for 7 years, and I don't think we're a company that turn over a lot of staff, and we pride ourselves on it that people that have come to work with us have stayed with us, and that's how we're able to grow our staff rather than constantly cycling through them.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thanks very much. Cheers. Thanks.
So, tell me about yourself.
Hi, Lisa. I'm Ciara. I'm from the Garveys Group here in Tralee. I am the payroll administrator there. I started on checkouts and worked my way up. So there's great opportunities with Garveys.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So for anyone who wouldn't know, what do Garveys do?
So we are passionate about fresh food. So we have our counters, everything's baked fresh, the bakery, the butcher counter, deli counter, and then obviously we're just a huge supermarket as well.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And when you say huge supermarket, have you an idea of the scale? Like what size is Garveys as a business in terms of staff? Or
Garveys have 10 shops in Munster. They have 2 hotels and they have the sports shop in Dingle. So we employ anything up to 1,000 people.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Huge employer in Kerry.
Yeah, huge. Yeah.
And when you are looking for staff, like tell me what kind of roles you need to fill and what kind of skills are you looking for?
So we're basically looking for people in our fresh food counters. All training is provided. Basically, if they just have a passion for food, they don't need to have any experience, just a passion for food, good customer service, that's what we're about.
And how would people find out about these jobs?
So if they wanted to pop into the shop and have a chat with us, or they can also send a CV by email to tralee@garveyssupervalu.ie.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And can if I was to ask you one last question in terms of, why are Garveys a good place to work? What would you say?
Garveys is basically a family-run business. Everybody is so lovely. We enjoy our work. We have great staff. We have great relationships with the customers. It's a really lovely place to work.
Fantastic.
My name is ViClarity. I'm the Organisational Development Manager with Dairymaster out in Causeway in North Kerry. We're employing over 300 people there in-house, all on the manufacturing side, I should say. They design, develop and manufacture equipment for the dairy industry. Have a host of technologies and stuff as well associated with that, actually supporting the equipment. From the type of product would be rotaries for the cows, to milk them quickly. We have Moo Monitor, which we call a Fitbit for our cow as well. And there's a lot of data analytics to supply at the back of that. Anything that we produce, there's always, there's science, there's technology, and there's innovation associated with it to try and make farming, I suppose, profitable and make it as efficient as possible and time-wise for the farmer to reduce as much time as possible on the milking of the cattle and the cows.
Fantastic. And tell me, in terms of, are you recruiting at the minute? What kind of staff, what kind of skills are you looking for at the minute?
We have something over 20 different roles currently available. Anything from a software engineer, and the software engineers then could be broken down to embedded, to cloud, to mobile app, to DevOps, to, we have data analytics. Then on the engineering side, you would be looking at mechanical engineers, your parlour design engineers, electrical engineers. You would then go to, say, other areas of the manufacturing area. You have fabricators, welders, installation crew. Right across the board, there's a whole host of different career options. If people look up the site at our careers at Dairymaster, they will see numerous jobs and stuff there.
Okay. So tell us what the website is.
It's recruit@dairymaster.com. And they will see all of the jobs advertised, and that'll. The other thing I would say is that we have a host of apprenticeships. We are looking at trainee graduate programs as well. So if somebody comes with, they don't have a skill, we'll look at a training program to help them in an area that that they express an interest in, whether that's for trainee welder, whether it's sales apprenticeships. We have electrical apprenticeships. We have a whole host of different apprenticeships. Some of them we've actually designed and developed ourselves. Like the OEM, we're one of 3-4 companies in Ireland that developed that specifically to cater for the needs, the long-term needs of the actual business, the particular skills.
And tell me, why would people choose to work for Dairymaster? Like, what is it about Dairymaster that makes it a good place to work, in your opinion?
Look, it's a family-owned business, and a lot of it's grown from strength to strength over the years. It was established in 1968, and the numbers are, now are about 300 people. So a lot of local people have, worked there, are maybe farming as well themselves at the side. But it's a kind of a family atmosphere in relation to the culture, or relation to the relationships and stuff that are there.
And can I ask you, are all the jobs on site in Causeway, or do you have remote working opportunities as well?
The bulk of them are on site, but we have opportunities depending on the actual key skill. If it's software engineering, for example, you don't necessarily have to be on site. So there is some opportunities to do, be it a hybrid version of the remote working. Some jobs have to be on site. In manufacturing, you have no choice but to be on site. Other roles, we'll say, like, look, obviously our salespeople are out on the road, so that there are a number of other roles that are you have the facility to have remote working.
That's perfect.
My name is Susan Kelly. I am the HR manager in the Rose Hotel here in Tralee. We are a 4-star, 161 bedroom hotel. We're open all year round, and it's a very, very busy place.
Fantastic. And tell me, what kind of staff are you looking for? What kind of skills are you looking for?
Well, I suppose at the moment we're looking for a variety of different positions to be filled. So we have an accommodation supervisor role, a food and beverage supervisor role, accommodation assistant, linen porter, kitchen porter, commis chefs, and food and beverage assistants.
Fantastic. And if people want more detail about the jobs that are available, how would they find that?
They can go to our website, which is www.therosehotel.com, and they'll go to our careers page and they'll find all the various different vacancies listed on that, and they can apply through that as well. Or they can contact me here in the hotel at my email, skelly@therosehotel.com.
skelly@therosehotel.com. That's fantastic. And tell me, why would you think people should choose to work for the Rose Hotel? What's good about working for the Rose?
I suppose because we're associated with the Rose Tralee, we are a busy hotel, we have a lot going on. So even recently our head chef, Odin Lucy, has become one of the first in the world to become sustainable in relation to the Green Award. And that's something we're very, very proud of, and we're doing an awful lot in relation to that. We have a lot of different nationalities working here, and it's great to have such a diverse culture. And I think everybody just loves working here, to be honest. It's a great vibe, and everybody's treated as part of the family, which is good.
Fantastic. Listen, thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Thank you very much, Lisa.
Brilliant. Sue, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so my name is Tracy Fitzgerald. I've been working with ViClarity now for nearly 10 years. I am head of product management, so that's where we're kind of looking at the software, looking at the features and the client requirements, and trying to make sure that we meet all the needs of our clients.
So tell me, what does ViClarity do?
So we're a software company. We focus on risk and compliance and audit management for financial services and healthcare. So working with the likes of banks to implement risk management, and hospitals, nursing home, adult care, that type of thing.
And can you tell me a little bit about where you're based and how big the company is?
Yeah, so we actually have our European headquarters in the college here at the technology park, and then we have about 22 people working in Tralee at the moment, and then we have our global headquarters is in Des Moines in Iowa, and there's about 25 people working there.
Fantastic. And tell me, at the moment, what kind of staff, what kind of skills are you looking for?
So we always look for the person, to make sure that the person is the right fit, is I suppose our go-to when we're recruiting. But we have, I suppose, open roles at the moment around project management, business analyst, working with the project management team, technical support, business development around the sales team, and kind of we're all the time looking for jobs and looking for the person. So when we find that right person, then often we'll kind of go back and fill the job based on that.
And when you say you're looking for the right person, what does that person look like,
so I suppose somebody who is interested, who has maybe a background in business or project management, depending on the role that they're going for. But somebody that has, I suppose, that can work through a bit of logic, that can be customer facing, so can go on the phone or be on site or in Zoom calls and kind of help the client through any issues that they might have, help them through the implementation of the tool. And then somebody who can use their own initiative and kind of get up off the ground quite early on and kind of, I suppose we provide all the training and the onboarding for them, but that they can do that themselves as well.
Fantastic. And if somebody's interested in working for you, how do they find out? Where will they look at?
Yeah, so we're all the time advertising on LinkedIn and Twitter, and then on our website as well. So if anybody goes to www.ViClarity.com or ViClarity on LinkedIn, they'll be able to see the information there.
Super. And would you be able to tell us in a sentence why ViClarity is a good company for someone to work for?
So ViClarity is fantastic. I suppose we're homegrown. We were set up by Ogie Sheehy, who's, I suppose, very passionate about what he does and has led the team to massive success in, I suppose, recent years. And I suppose it's a great company. We have a fantastic team. Everybody works very closely together, very collaborative approach, a very, positive atmosphere inside in the office, and just great clients and customers as well.
Fantastic. Listen, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, so my name is Siobhan O'Sullivan and I am the people lead in Aspen Grove Solutions.
And what does Aspen Grove Solutions do?
Yeah, we're a technology company, so we're based here in Tralee. We have 90 team members here in Tralee and 4 team members based in the US in a customer care capacity. And we provide software solutions for the mortgage industry in the United States.
Fantastic. And if you're looking for staff at the moment, so tell me what kind of staff, what kind of skills are you looking for?
Yeah, so in terms of new team members, we're always actively looking for anyone that has a skill set in software development. So someone with a degree in computing or in that space. We would also look at business analysts, so they would work in our professional services team. So anyone that has studied a business background or maybe has studied something in information technology, and then designers as well, so UX, UI designers would be the main roles we would look at. But I guess in Aspen Grove we genuinely are always on the lookout for anyone that has the right attitude to work.
And what defines a right attitude?
Yeah, so in terms of our people, so for our team members, we are looking for people who are really engaged in terms of the work that they're doing, people who are flexible, so we operate in a really flexible environment with our team members, and we need that flexibility from our team members as well. People who really want to work in a company that wants to make a difference. We are very actively engaged in the community in Kerry, but also now as we hire more remotely, that our team members are engaged in their own communities as well, so that is a big part of who we are in Aspen.
Fantastic. And if people wanted to find out more about specific jobs, how would they do that?
Yeah, so through our website would be the best place. So we are www.aspengrovesolutions.com/careers.
And if you could sum up for me in one sentence why Aspen Grove is a good company to work for, what would you say?
I would say Aspen Grove is a good company to work for because we are a really people-orientated company where our people really do come first in every action that we take. We will also take you on a path in terms of developing your career, and your own skill sets as well is important to us.
Yeah, no problem. So my name is Jean-Anne. I'm the recruitment specialist with TLI Group. So TLI Group are an infrastructure and utilities company. So we work a lot across Ireland in terms of overhead lines. We would work a lot with the companies installing broadband, fibre installation, and then we also have an engineering sector as well. So we have a number of divisions within TLI Group. We work across the company. We also have a company in Northern Ireland as well, and the UK as well.
Oh, fantastic. And can you give us an idea of the scale of TLI?
Yes, so at the minute, so TLI has been, I guess, headquartered in Aberdeen for over 20 years now. And the company has grown significantly over the past number of years, even through, I guess, the COVID situation and everything. And at the minute we employ over 650 people. and that is growing every week across the board in terms of different sectors within our company. So in terms of our engineering sector, in terms of our fibre installation sector, so that would be our telecoms area as well, and also in terms of our electricians too. So it's across the board with the growth in the company, and it is ever growing as well. So yeah, it's brilliant. It's brilliant, and it's both in Kerry, in Limerick, in Cork, in Dublin. It's across the country, and also in Northern Ireland and the UK as well.
And at the moment, what would be the main skills or jobs that you're looking for?
So in terms of the company itself, what we're looking for, fibre installation, we will be looking for electricians, HV electricians, people that maybe have worked with engineering, so civil engineers, people, electrical engineers. We also do graduate programs. We work a lot with people that are coming out of the Kerry College as well. So they have worked with and done courses on overhead lines, on the fibre installation. We would then give them full-time employment after these courses, and they would be able to upskill within the company as well. They would get great experience within the company. And we also have a lot of work placement, and then a lot of those guys will come back and girls will come back to us after and get full-time employment as well. So again, it's really broad in terms of the level of skills that would be available to people within TLI Group, and a lot of that is available on our careers page, and also on our website you will be able to see the extent to what we are doing within TLI Group.
So can you just tell people what that website is?
Yeah, so it's www.tli.ie, and then to see our careers, it's /careers.
Fantastic. And just in a line, maybe if you could sum up, why do you think TLI is a great place to work?
It is the inclusion for people with, I guess, in terms of such a big company, but you have each division. So each division is, you become really part of the company. And I think that has stayed with the company, even from maybe 10 people that have started it off right up to today. And I think that is a really, something that is within Kerry, but also across the board. It's the inclusion within the company and the feeling really part of the team, part of your team, but also you're nearly meeting new people every day when the company is so big, but it is definitely, it's really important to us, and that part of being nearly like a family within TLI Group, and the different divisions really help that, I think, because people have worked their way up within the business as well, so there is a lot of opportunity for people too. So it's definitely important to us, that part of it.
Listen, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So my name is Catherine O'Sullivan. I'm one of the HR officers in Tricel Killarney, and we're a team of 4 in the HR office.
And tell me a little bit about Tricel.
Okay, so Tricel is in Killarney, the headquarters in Killarney since 1973. We're a manufacturing engineering company, and we have other sites then in Ireland, the UK and France. In Killarney we have close to 200 employees, and altogether we have 500 employees roughly at this time. So we have products across a range of 4 divisions. We have water, environmental, construction and distribution. So in Killarney our main products are kind of in our water, environment and construction division. We manufacture our main product stems from a plastic moulding, and we manufacture things like wastewater treatment systems, wastewater treatment tanks, septic tanks, water storage tanks, things that you would see every day outside your house, like things that store your ESB meter box, your gas meter box. And then we do other things like lubricants, oils. So it's a range of products that we're continuously generating new ideas, new innovations, and like the group is growing from strength to strength, and acquiring different, maybe smaller companies on a regular basis.
Well, tell me, what kind of staff and what kind of skills are you looking for at the moment?
Okay. So staff, as I said, in Killarney we have 200 staff. and 500 roughly across the group. So within those jobs, it's from every level, entry level, mid-entry, to more senior level, across the spectrum of roles that we would need within that manufacturing and production environment. So a very broad skill set from this production side of the house to all of the supporting roles that you would have going with the production side of the house. So the main role, one of our most important roles that we wouldn't have any business, the first and most prominent and dominant and important role would be our general operative role within our factory. So for that role we would recruit on a regular basis. For that role it would be good to have some previous experience, like within a factory environment or maybe a construction related skills, that type of thing. A good level of English, maybe to have your leaving cert done, maybe some supporting skills like maybe manual handling, some kind of construction kind of related kind of tickets, this kind of thing. But then outside of that, then we would have more roles then within the production side, like maintenance teams, engineers, quality departments, and then all of the roles that go with supporting that, like our purchasing department, our sales department, logistics, ourselves in HR, our marketing department, our IT department. So really across the whole spectrum. Yeah.
And if people want more details, where would they go to?
So we have like our Tricel website, www.tricel.eu. Our careers page is active and up to date on our Tricel website. We would post then on things like Facebook or LinkedIn, maybe supporting platforms we might use like Irish Job or Indeed. So if there's a job there for you and if you're actively looking, it really shouldn't go by you.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. And if I could just ask you one last question, why should people choose to work for Tricel? Like, why would you recommend it?
Okay, so I suppose I might have mentioned some of the things there already. Around since 1973, we're not going anywhere, we're growing, we're a good, stable employer, a very good local employer to Killarney and to Kerry, and we have a lot of people from all around Kerry. We have a lot of people internationally working with us as well. I think we're always looking to be better as a company. We're looking to grow, expand. We're always looking to improve ourselves. We're always looking to improve what we can offer to our employees. We have, things like sports and social clubs, employee recognition schemes, refer a friend scheme, involved in projects within our local community, with our schools, take our corporate social responsibility seriously. People may have heard or read about some of our recent projects. We got a big following with our solar panels that we had installed on our roofs in Tricel. We had a visit from the Taoiseach and some other ministers there recently, because the project was launched, and I suppose there was interest and appetite to learn and hear more about it. So I suppose in terms of reducing our carbon footprint and having our solar panels on our roof, it was a real positive, and I suppose that's just an example of how we look to, I suppose, push the boundaries and to do better as a company and to continuously grow, innovate. Really is kind of our main ethos, really, and that is actually, I suppose, on a lot of our, on our websites and all that, people could find more about that type of information and projects that we're involved in.
That sounds great. Thank you so much. That's perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hi Lisa, lovely to talk to you today. My name is Svetlana O'Farrell and I am the Translit Training Development Manager.
Okay, so tell us, what does Translit do?
Translit is a language services company, so we provide services like translation and interpreting and localization of websites throughout Ireland and also internationally. And we have two offices, one in Limerick and one in Cork.
Fabulous. And when you're recruiting and looking for people, can you describe a little bit about who you're looking for and what you're looking for?
Yeah, today we really met a lot of fantastic people. So normally we would like to invite people to work with us as translators or interpreters. So translators would want to have a proper linguistics degree, and interpreters, you know, you could work with people who have really good language, say they have English and Ukrainian, for example, at the moment. Many of them would have other degrees, not necessarily linguistic degree, but they have to be capable of providing them the service. Now, we do have our own training development department, and we actually train up people, so those who are bilingual, but need just specific interpreting services. We actually have fantastic programs for that.
Fantastic. So if somebody was interested in working with you, how would they find out about what options are available, or how would they contact you?
So translit.ie is our website, and there is actually a page there where you can go and contact us, and we would then take it from that original contact to get the CV from a person, to interview them if necessary, check out their, you know, whether they're capable of doing the job and what skilling they might need, and then we take it from there.
Fantastic. And if I was to ask you in one sentence why Translit might be a good company to work with or work for, what would you say?
I think it's a really good opportunity to do something when you might be looking even for some other venues as well. And very often we find people, particularly those who just have come into the country, they're trying to find their feet. So if they're already speaking English, and today we have met loads of people who have traveled from Ukraine, so they can be looking for a job opportunity for them, and at the same time giving a huge value to their own community by providing interpreting services, and we help them to do that.
Fantastic. Pleasure to talk to you, and thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning. So would you like to introduce yourselves to...
I would indeed. Good morning, everybody. My name is Lucy Tricel. I'm the admissions officer with the MTU Kerry campus. I suppose people might just wonder, just a little aside, what's the difference between a traditional university and a technological university? Well, the main difference is, which I think myself I'd be a great advocate of it, is that you can have staged, you can come in on different stages. So say, for example, if you want to do a 2-year programme, you can come in and do your higher certificate. If you want to do a 3-year degree, you can come in, enrol and register for a 3-year degree. Or if you want to just meet it head on, you do the whole lot, do your 4 years together, and you come out with your honours degree. We call that the stepped or laddered system. And the thing that's so good about it is you can step in and step out. You might want to come in and do your 2 years, or your 3 years, or your 4 years, as I already mentioned. But equally, you can step back. So if you decide to do a 4-year, and at the end of 2 years, if your circumstances change, you can opt out. And the other really, really good thing about it is at the end of it, whether you start with your 2, or your 3, or your 4, it's our aim to get absolutely everybody out of there with the very least an honours degree.
Great. And can you give us an overview, Lucy, just a very brief overview of the types of courses on offer?
Of course. So here I'll talk about the Kerry campus because I'm the admissions officer on the Kerry campus. So the courses we do here are divided over the 2 campuses. And you will hear, if you contact us, we will be saying things to you like, well, that course is run in the North campus and that course is run in the South campus. So they are divided into 2 different and very specific areas. In the South Campus, we have all the life sciences and engineering programs. So the life sciences, they can vary from pharmaceutical to veterinary to animal biosciences, biological, environmental, you name it, we have it. And on the engineering side of the house as well below, which incorporates the whole STEM, including maths and engineering, we'd have civil and construction and manufacturing and a whole range of agricultural engineering courses as well. So in the South Campus, we cater for all the STEM related programs. Then in the North Campus, which is the newer building, we have all the other programs, and it's divided into a number of schools. So within those schools we have the School of Fitness and Wellness. So within that we have mental and general nursing. We have all the humanities programs. They would include early childhood care and social care, which is currently being validated for Kourou. Then on the other side we have a whole wide range of different computing programs and multimedia programs. So, you know, between the whole lot we cover a very diverse and wide range of programs to suit everybody's taste. And as I said already, the great thing about it is if you can't commit now, or if you're afraid to commit long term, you can do it in stages, which I think is the really good thing about it. I suppose personally, I'm obviously very loyal to the college, but I think it's just fantastic because it's small, as I've said already. It's like a big family. Everybody knows each other, and you know, everybody's by first name. We don't go on formality. In the admissions office, we operate a very much open one-stop shop. So if any students come in, we would gladly say, please come in. We're officially opened every day in the admissions office in North Campus from 10:30 to 12:30. But unofficially, we're there in the morning from 9 and we don't leave until 5. So, you know, if anybody has a query, or if they want to contact us, if they want to call in, if they just want to find out anything, and we always say to everybody, there's no such thing as a stupid question. Don't be afraid to ask. Come in and we'll be very happy to help. We're based in the North Campus. We're in the main building. We're in the business IT building, just right inside the door. We're directly across from the security desk. If our door isn't physically opened, there's a white phone. It used to be a red phone. I've finally gotten into my head it's a white phone. We have a white phone, and you can ring that extension. The extension number's on the wall, but ring one of the extensions and we'll come out to you, and we'll be very, very happy to talk to anybody with a query. My own number is, and you can contact me at any time. I'm there every day from 9 until at least 5. My own direct line is 066 71 45635. Or alternatively, you could contact me on the following email, Lucy, lucy.fitzel, F-I-T-Z-E-L-L, at mtu.ie. And we'd be absolutely delighted to hear from any of you to all of your queries.
And if people wanted to just go through kind of what's on offer, what's the website for MTU?
The website, at the moment, we're in transition at the moment. So we are currently building our new MTU website. But the website with all the details on at the moment is the old website. So that is www.ittralee.ie.
So, I mean, just to finish on, we've already said it, but just in one line, why should a student, if a student is looking at all the options, why would they choose?
Why would they choose the Kerry MTU? We have two different locations, and I speak for the Kerry location. So we're small, we're friendly, we're on a one-to-one basis. You won't get lost in the system, and we've got a really good reputation for looking after our students. We deal with all levels of students, and particularly if students, for example, have disabilities or concerned about learning difference or anything like that, we welcome all diversities, and we ensure that everybody gets very fair treatment and is accommodated with the best resources possible.
And do you have many international students? I'm just thinking of all our...
We do. I think at this moment in time we have about 56 different nationalities. But within those, we would get a whole core of students from Europe, from Saudi Arabia, from China, across the whole thing. And we've started in the last few years as well to take them in from across the pond, from Canada, and a few are trickling in as well now from the States. So yeah, it's a small campus, but it's a multi-diversitional campus. So lots of activity, lots of things going on, and even, you know, to promote all the international side of it, we have international days once or twice a year where everybody talks about their culture and does a little thing. It might be something like maybe cooking a traditional meal or something like that. Just so it's really, really good for everybody. You know, you needn't even leave the boundaries of Kerry, and you're meeting all these different people, which is great.
Wonderful. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so my name is Niamh O'Donovan, and I am one of the 3 admissions officers in Kerry College Admissions Office. We're located on number 7 Denny Street. We have an open door policy, so you can pop in whenever you want to discuss any of our full-time level 5 and level 6 programmes or apprenticeships. We're soon to be opening a new admissions office in Killarney, so hopefully in the summertime there'll be a stop-off spot in Killarney as well.
Brilliant. Sorry, briefly, says I. Could you just briefly tell us what Kerry College offer in a very broad, general way?
So we offer full-time courses and part-time courses. Our full-time courses are at level 5 or level 6, equivalent in kind of industry qualifications as well. So we offer kind of 3 main categories, I suppose, of courses. Courses for employment, where people want to come do a course and hit the ground running afterwards and acquire new skills to move into a new form of employment. We offer courses for progression. The focus on those courses, I suppose, is to use it as a stepping stone to progress on to 3rd level college or university, and then we offer apprenticeship as well.
Fantastic. And if people wanted to find out more about your courses, where would they go?
Kerrycollege.ie, or else to pop into the admissions office on 7 Denny Street.
Lovely. And if someone was looking at this and thinking, why would I choose Kerry College, what would you say to them?
I suppose there's been a lot of talk about Kerry College over the last couple of years, where Ireland's first integrated college of further education and training. So the further education and the training used to be very, very separate. The training or the employment focused courses used to be over here, and the progression courses, which were known as PLC, used to be in a box over here. We brought them both together and we're delivering them all under the one roof. So it's Ireland's first integrated college of further education and training. So absolutely, that's one of the reasons to choose Kerry College.
Fantastic. Listen, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it. That's great.
Thank you.
Brilliant. So that's great. So tell me a little bit about you.
Okay, so my name is Colette O'Connor and I work with Tralee Chamber Alliance in the CEO role. And Tralee Chamber Alliance is the largest business representative organisation in Kerry. So what we're really trying to communicate, I suppose, is the level of employment that's available, particularly in North Kerry. I don't think people realise how many jobs are in this part of the county. And I suppose in terms of, you know, value for money, if in terms of property, we don't have the same battles that a lot of the urban areas have, the cities, price of accommodation, you know, sales and all that. So for quality of life, the beaches, the activities, and I mean across all sectors, medical, corporate, hospitality, there's jobs available everywhere. We've about 400 jobs at the moment that we know of available within North Kerry. So we'd be absolutely telling everyone to get in touch with us here in Tralee Chamber.
And if someone was looking at this and thinking about relocating to North Kerry, you've mentioned some of the things, but in a sentence, what would you say to them if they were thinking about coming back? What would you?
I think it's a cliche, but it's so true. You're not living to work, you're working to live, and you get that in North Kerry. You have the best of everything without the price tag of some of the more well-known destinations in the country. But and in connectivity, we have the airport in Kerry. You have a great transport service, public transport. You can be in Dublin within 3 hours. It's a fantastic part of the country to live in.
Great. And if people want to find out more about your work, how would they find that out?
So you can check out tralee.ie or email us at info@tralee.ie.
Super. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Colette.
Thank you, Lisa.
Brilliant. So thank you all for watching. What an amazing day it's been here at the Rose Hotel. We've had over 600 people here today. I suppose in starting out, one of our aims today was to support Ukrainians who have come to Tralee. So we've organised buses for people to come and the feedback has been absolutely fantastic. We had a wonderful team of Ukrainian translators here today. And we also had people from every walk of life in Kerry. The buzz and the excitement in the room. I suppose we've been locked up for COVID for a long time, and people's feedback was it was wonderful for employers to meet each other for the first time in a long time. And the people who came here today looking for jobs, the feedback was really, really positive. They felt it was great to have a face-to-face opportunity to chat to employers. And some employers said to me they were absolutely thrilled that they feel like they've got employees that they'll be able to employ in the future. So that's great. So yeah, thank you for watching, and we look forward to doing it all again soon.